This is a last minute video because something happened tonight. A certain someone is here. Whether he shows his face on here, I don't know, but I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to go, mother.
Let it go.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about him because he wants to be talked about. I don't know. But I have a few things to go over. One, this boy has GI problems. We go through more fiber here. I mean, it's a lot of fiber. Like, seriously. I mean, I'm surprised he's not, like, munching on branches. Like, seriously. He goes, it's like that gel forming, the bulky stuff that fills up your colon. But, are you trying? Wait. I'm supposed to show you what he uses. There. See, ain't that pretty? It's actually called fiber therapy. It's relaxative for regularity. You haven't even seen the guy's face yet, and yet you know he's got bowel problems. See, he gets constipated, and I get the opposite. Irritable bowel. Well, actually, you can be constipated with irritable bowel. But moving on. So, but yeah, he takes these tablets constantly. I mean, if he was a horse, I'd hit and talk about. I mean, well, if you ever see a dairy cow whenever out in the field, it's like coming out like water. He could probably go right through a screen door and not hit the wire. So, anyway, moving on to the other part of that is when he gets constipated, he likes to do these, subject his colon to the thing called these sea salt colon cleansing things. Okay, let me explain to you what this amounts to. Drinking hot water that's full of salt. He made me do it. I had to chug something like this. Well, there's nothing in it. Well, except a little bit. But anyway, the point is, he made me do it. He twisted my arm. He threatened me with an inch of my life with his ability to make me chug hot water. And then I had to chase it with a cold bottle. Well, not chase after it, like drink, you know. Anyway, and he does this because apparently he's so bored he has to feel the need to. And then he looks like he's pregnant because he bloats before things go through. Nice. So, yeah, he looks like he's expecting. He's not nursing or anything. At least I don't think so. But, yeah, we have this issue with fiber therapy, and then he forces down, I'm going to say sugar water, but salt water, because he's sadistic to his colon. And then he says, "Oh my God, I can't go." And it's like, really? So yeah, then he goes over there. Well, the thing is, he made me do the saltwater one. In 20 minutes, it was through me. You should have heard the noises. It was like someone dumping 5 gallons of water with apples in it. I'm not going any further, but that was my experience. And I was making a 100-yard dash. And then yesterday, he pledges my floors, and I'm like sliding into the bathroom. But that was that. But then we move on to the other part. Everyone who freaking meets him says, he looks familiar. And it's like, really? Like, he's from Albany. He's not even Pennsylvanian. But for some reason, people think he looks familiar. He's one of those faces. But Moving on to the other part. Tonight we were out to eat. Those of you that watch YouTube, you'll see the little, or my Facebook thing. I think, did you post it on mine?
Post what?
Awesome.
Yes, it's uploading.
It's uploading. Anyway,
55%.
This waiter we had, I won't say his name, but he made me look straight, okay? Like, oh, but except my steak knife wasn't straight, it was bent. You'll see that in the video if you watch it. It was like, someone was playing with it. Not me. Well, but anyway, I didn't bend it. I just sat there and teased it, the knife. Anyway, so, but the waiter, he was so thin when he bent over, he was going to bust in half like a twig. But then he got out the one of the little push vacuums, and all around the place, you know, and he kept hitting on Matt. Well, not like hitting him or anything. It wasn't like we had a Jerry Springer episode, 30-style boxing kind of thing. But no, he like kept asking Matt, "Would you like more drink? Would you like this? Would you like that?" Was like, "We can't take your plate from you." And it's like, and Matt just sitting there being really good. The guy walks away, and Matt sits and goes, He's weird. And then while I'm sitting there, he decides to take a video about me talking about someone who whimpers and bellows. I thought it was funny. So, but everybody thinks they know Matt when they meet him. He's not even Pennsylvanian. He's Albanian. Albanian. Is there a way to say
New
that?
Yorker.
New Yorker. New Yorker. Just saying. And then, oh, and one thing I've learned having him around here, he drools. I mean, I wake up and my fingers have strings hanging off of them. It's like a
They do
small.
not.
It's horrible. My spell is in the morning. When he wakes up, when I'm doing my thing, and I see him or something, I wake up. I have to be very careful when I got out of bed because if you step on a pillow, it's like a sponge, and it's just like it just bleeds out. It's heavy, heavy drooling. I wonder why he drinks so much, and all night long he just salivates over the place. Upstairs. It's so wrong in so many ways, but he does this. It's like you gotta wring out my pillows, but
Sounds like he farts.
back to gastric issues. He has gastric disturbance
Yours.
problems. Oh, well, I do too. Those of you that know me, I'm not going to explain that at all. I mean, it's a little on the rough side sometimes. But what do you a lot of rough it? Do you know what that does? I mean, it's processing. What do you expect? It's like methane. Well, it is.
Your farts boil water.
Why do we have to bring that up right now? They don't boil what? Well, they might simmer, but they don't boil. Can you imagine roll them? I don't want to go there. But what was it about the bricks? Crack brick or something? Brick?
Your farts stink so much they can break brick.
I break brick. I haven't quite thought that one through. Anyway. Oh! And one thing, if you have a Matt in your life, and he's like around you a lot, like this would have been, my Yankee candles tremble in fear when he comes by because he lights all my tea lights, and he kills my tea lights, and my candles experience sudden death when he's around. He will light them great big ass ones like, you know, the great big lights, and the ones that are like a small fortune sitting on a coffee table burning away, and he'll let it burn and burn and burn and burn and burn. And I'm just like, I could go in that room 100 times, it's burning and burning and burning and burning, no flame. I'm convinced in his head, well, subconsciously, a little part of his brain is just humming, like, it's like his MP3 in his head's on repeat, going, what's the song? What is that song called? What is that song? Shit, I can't think of it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine forever until the wick burns out. And then whenever he's not looking, I blow my candles out because he keeps lighting them back up. We keep aim and flame Yankee and tea lights in business because there's so much paraffin in the air in my house. It's ridiculous. What are you writing? He's writing something. He's adding something. What is this? Late breaking news? Wait, did that say maple?
No.
Oh, people. What's it say? Oh, Lord. I have to make a part 2 video because the censorship hasn't cleared this one yet. And, oh, God heaven. But anyway, there's another one though. The drill. He drills a lot. A lot of drills. A lot of drills. Oh, God.
What's going on?
About that one? I gotta talk about that right now.
Go ahead.
Can't you have part? Don't you want a sequel? Don't you want a miniseries? All about Matt. Just Matt. Just Matt. Just Matt. That was a candle. It looks like gravy, but that was a candle. It's still warm. You can hold on to it. But anyway. Oh, and he loves. There's like 2 things I've learned here that he just loves.
No.
Caesar dressing is one of them. That boy is keeping the. Oh, Lord. Have you ever been around someone who just chugs the stuff and then breathes in your face? It's like, where's the KO Peptide? It's like, it's just. But yeah, so I had to deal with that. Between fiber issues, his love for Caesar. Oh, he loves bologna. Or not bologna. Is that bologna? Bologna? Gumbo? I think they call him Pittsburgh gumbo. Oh. You'll notice a little trend here. He likes stuff that is white. Like milk. We can't go by dairy farms because cows just tremble in fear because like he's gonna pull them. I don't think he's ever milked a cow of you yet. We need to work on it. We need to give him a little Holstein for Christmas. But he just loves his milk. Oh, gallons of milk. Seriously, like if we could get it on tap, it would be here. Why do you like milk so much?
Always have. Should explain a lot.
Have you ever met a guy who likes milk? I'm serious. He can kill a gallon a day. Like, he's quite a milk drinker. That reminds me of something, but we can't go into because this is about him, not me. But even though I already mentioned, well, actually that involved me involving the salt water thing, but you ought to try that. You just take a big glass of water, warm, not boiling. You don't want to scald, you're out now. And you put, how many tablespoons?
1. So it doesn't attach to your bloodstream.
So it doesn't attach to your bloodstream because apparently that is the exact measurement to keep it from attached. Does that, see, I don't know if that would really, because you bloated. He lost 15 pounds in a week. Oh, look, his phone's going up again. Someone loves him. So, he also, since apparently I'm not allowed to check this one, I gotta go ahead and say it, because here's the thing now. I can't go into great detail because I didn't clearance from people, including my boss. But a certain someone is going to become a possibly, if everything checks out right, and he is true to his word, a future employee where I work at. And I'm not going to say where I work at for HIPAA reasons, because I don't want anyone to, like, come after me like a certain boss of mine who will hunt me down like a dog and chase me up into a tree and hold me there, but then let me down to a van run. But anyway, yeah, he basically is going to be working with my company. That's going to be interesting, because everybody knows how I am at work. I'm weird. I'm Kenny. I'm a limited edition kind of thing. So when he comes on board, that will be just, because we all know I blow sunshine up everybody's rear ends. And when I'm at work and he's going to be coming in the door, I think he's going to get a real wake-up call. I'm the same I am at work, I am at home. And whoever watches this, as far as this goes, I think I know who you are. A certain boss of mine. You know who you are, because you don't like me saying anything about you. But what are you doing? You didn't do anything else. You just like to move things around. But what? I got sidetracked.
Something about your boss?
I can say a lot of things, but she will have me. Yeah, we won't go there just because I don't feel like having my.
What about what I said to her the other day?
Oh no. Oh, she called him. Because she had to. I won't go into this. She did. She made a phone call. And I swear to God, he was hitting on her. He doesn't like women. Well, not like that. But I swear he was hitting on her. You know how weird that is to have someone that you know is hitting on someone that they're not even attracted to? Wrong sex. Didn't have the right plumbing. I have the right plumbing. At least I think I do. I better have the right plumbing. Well, I just, you know, it's a two-way street. Well, not two-way. It's very, we'll let that one go. So anyway, aside that, is there anything else I need to mention? I can't say
They were
that.
asking questions.
Oh, of course they can, but I can't say that.
Sure you can.
No, can't say that.
Well, you can beat around the bush about it.
Beat around. Listen to how that sounds. Beat around the bush. That's like some kind of. That's like. I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase that one. Do you want to? Are you gonna like do anything here? Okay, I guess we'll just, you know, wind things up here.
About me being German. I'm
Oh,
gifted.
God. To my boss, I apologize. Because we have to get through a couple other things yet. What else was there? Something else I was thinking about. We did the candles. We did the scruff. Oh, yes. You should see him in a ball cap with his earrings and everything else.
Cowboy.
Oh, yeah! That's what I wrote. Where is the thing? I wrote, okay, here's the other thing he did. We were at Pellegrin's last night. I was yodeling, well, you know, singing. And we were done, sat down. I met a friend of mine. Well, he watches my videos. And he wanted to meet me. And his name starts with the letter J. I'll leave it at that. But, he's a real nice guy. He quite interesting. Very has a lot to talk about. Someone tells me he's the gift of gab. Kind of like me. But, anyway, while we were there, I went outside to talk to him. To say hi, I guess. And Matt got hit on by... Was he dressed up in the Macklemore? Was that what he was doing?
No, it was a cowboy.
Wait a minute! I thought it was the Macklemore. It was that cowboy guy.
Brokeback Mountain.
That guy? Oh my God. Okay, there's a guy who actually looked like a cowboy with a very big belt buckle on. That guy, I thought was the guy with the leather. Okay, I'm confused here because I thought it was the guy who had the yellow boots on with the big fur coat
No.
and that pink hat.
No.
Okay, I was very wrong. I always thought that's who was hitting on you. But apparently this other guy, who I will say had much more sex appeal, well, I'm not saying he was a sex kitten, but not terrible. A few shots of whiskey, I might say yes, but probably not. But he walked up, apparently while I was not there. I was MIA outside talking to a guest, and he attacked Matt in front of my mother and two girls right now, Michelle and Rachel. Is that what happened? So I abandoned you for 30 seconds, and you were like, almost had a Brokeback moment.
And the girl that you work with. One of the girls. The girl that showed up late at night.
Wait a minute. What about her?
She was asking questions or something.
Oh, that's Erica. You're my second cousin's mother. That works. And you're a nice person. I'm glad I can hit the piss. We're at 16 minutes! Anyway, I'm getting an itch. So, anyway, you gonna say goodbye?
Bye.
He's not bye. Trust me. You know, the closest thing that I'll be good. Because, yeah, I have to be. So anyway. Oh, yes, my mother and him. One thing that did happen. I can mention this. I was not there again. And apparently, my mother and him went up to the bar. My mother at the bar. That just sounds weird. It's like she's becoming an overnight lush. At least a temporary one. Keeps her strength up. And he ordered a drink. She dumped it. How did she even dump it?
She just tipped it over.
Did she walk over and just, oh, the knock over?
She hit it.
She hit it.
On the bar. And it went pouring all over the bar.
Gravity works. So, yeah, apparently that happened. See, I missed like 2 things that happened. But I did get to watch, well, I did, what did I get to see? Did anything really interesting happen in front? Not really.
She had 4 shots and got loopy.
Yeah, my mother was like going through Alabama Slammers and I think a pina colada.
Yeah.
Little shot things. And she was sitting there getting all goofy and friendly. Well, not friendly. I don't think my mother could. It wouldn't be interesting to see my mother having her first lesbianic experience.
Did you just say that?
Yes, I did. I don't know if I want to see her have a lesbian experience, but boy, that'd make the papers and the family would be a-talking. To see my mother, like, you know,
that'd be front page out to in a newspaper.
licking the kitty, so to speak. I don't want to see my mom do that. It was bad enough watching my mom, actually. I kind of forgot that she was there when I was singing the other night. And to know that I was, like, getting a pretend freak on, if you will. I was faux freaking with a girl. And I didn't realize my mom was 10 feet away while I'm, like, groping a woman. That was kind of weird after I thought about it. Like, my mother was sitting with her camera watching me, like, just getting all banana hands and, you know, with Michelle, a poor girl, we were both, like, at each other like 2 drunk monkeys. Well, trying anyway. We tried. That's all I can say is we tried. Whether we succeed or not, besides, no one got pregnant or anything like that. But what funny was the fact we were sitting there, and, well, not sitting, we were standing, you know, performing. But what was kind of weird is, now that I think about it, is that I, was playing Russian hands and Roman fingers with a woman in front of my mother. Look, I've already been caught having... I've already done something like that beforehand. Well, not like that. It was much more involved. It was with another girl. In fact, the girl that I was performing with, her ex, I was with before. Boy, I'm starting to confess things I shouldn't be. But anyway... We're at 19. I gotta shut up. I'm gonna go on forever. We have part 2 coming up, like later this week, so stay tuned. Anyway, okay, you're gonna say goodbye for the second time?
Bye.
Okay, a little louder, please.
Bye.
No, you're gay. At least I think he is. Wouldn't that be a shocker if he was straight? No, that would not. I couldn't see it happening. Anyway, alright, well, I'm gonna go. On top of that. Okay. Toodles, people. Enjoy. Later. Bye.